I'm a veteran and my spouse or I need care at home. Can I get help paying for care from the VA, and how does that work?
There is a program through the VA for wartime veterans or the widows or spouses of wartime veterans. And wartime includes Korea and Vietnam. There's certain specific periods where you had to serve at least 90 days of active duty, and one of those days fell within a defined wartime period. And if you meet that, you can potentially get benefits. But it's a needs-based test. You're going to have to qualify disability-wise, where you either have something like dementia where you need supervision, or you have some disability where you need help with at least 2 activities of daily living, like need help dressing or going to the shower or feeding yourself, those kinds of things. And the other things they're going to look at is your household income. The general rule of, I'm simplifying this a little bit, but the general rule of thumb is your household income being used up to pay for out-of-pocket health expenses. So if you're paying for a lot of home health care services, and that's using up your benefits, or your income, I should say, then you'll meet the income test. And then they're going to look at your assets. And the house is exempt, car is exempt, household furnishings. But after that, it gets really gray and ugly with VA because they don't have a specific dollar test. So they're going to look at your assets, your income, your life expectancy according to the government, and decide whether or not you have too much assets. But the nice thing about the VA is, at least currently, there's no look-back period. That may change in the future, but right now, if you have too much assets, we can rearrange the assets and qualify for the VA. The assets usually not a problem. So at home, probably depends on whether you have enough health expenses. If you're in assisted living, that almost always uses up your household income. So there is probably something to get to. It's worth at least exploring.